Simcha, celebration, Simcha, Simcha, celebration of life.
Hello, welcome to Simcha, a celebration of life. I'm Nikki Wallman. Zichron Menachem is the story of one very determined young boy and his two dedicated parents.
לפני 33 שנה היינו זוג צעיר, חיים ואני, תינוק ראשון, 1 ו3 חודשים, ואני בהיריון שני. כשנודע לנו שמנחם חלה בלאוקמיה, סרטן הדם. מנחם היה חולה מגיל 1 ו3 חודשים, 15 חודש, והוא נפטר בגיל 15.5, זאת אומרת שהוא היה חולה 14.5 שנים.
על סמך הניסיון הרב שצברנו, החלטנו להקים את זיכרון מנחם. אחת מהמטרות החשובות של זיכרון מנחם זה להוציא את הילד מהכאב, מהפחד, מהסבל, למקום שמח, להרבה תקווה.
שלום, שמי קורל ודר, בת 12, ולפני 1.5 שנה גילו לי את מחלת הסרטן.
From its little humble beginnings 20 years ago, it's now a state-of-the-art center in Jerusalem. So the center itself has counseling, it's got things for the kids to play with, things for the kids can go there and do their homework. They teach the kids when they can't go to school. They have day trips for the parents. It's really, I went to visit the center when I went there, and it's what didn't they think of? It's really quite incredible.
זה זיכרון מנחם, יש פה מלא חוגים ופעילויות, והנה, היי! והנה אח שלי, הוא מתאמן בג'ודו.
שלום, 3.
זאת החממה.
The other thing that they do is they take the children on trips. They take them to Europe, to London, to France, to Holland, and we're hoping South Africa as well will be the next thing. The beauty of the holiday is that kids are taken straight out of their hospital beds. We take kids along who are having chemotherapy, and they continue having chemotherapy on the camp. We take with 2.5 tons of medical equipment. We've got top oncologists with us on the camp. We've got nurses. We have got absolutely everything there that should a child need anything, or if a child needs to continue with the chemotherapy, they can take it. And this trip actually gives the kids the courage and the strength and the want, the will to carry on living. And that's what it actually does.
לא, הנה רגע. זה אני עם הדבר הזה, בגלל שהספירות שלי היו מאוד נמוכות, והמדריכה שלי גם שמה. רגע, אני אעביר לאחורה ותראו. הנה אני, וזאתי המדריכה שלי.
Thank you. You've seen a little bit of the fantastic work Zichron Menachem does. I'm here to tell you about another incredible project we do. When the kids start chemotherapy treatment, their hair falls out. And it's hard. You've all got gorgeous hair, and you know what it's like to have your hair. And so what we do is we make special custom-made hair pieces for them. It fits their hair exactly, it looks like their old hairstyle exactly, so that as soon as their hair starts falling out, they can put on this hairpiece. It's not a wig, it doesn't look like a wig at all, it looks just like their hair, and they can feel just like their friends. To make a wig piece, we need about 10 braids, and it costs us about $1,000. So we go to schools and we say, you've all got great hair, how about growing it to about 30 centimeters, to cut it off, and to then send that hair to Zichron Menachem, and it's used to make these kids their hair pieces. It's a small effort on your part, your hair grows again, and how much it means to a child. When a child thousands of miles away who's going through what he or she is going through, and they get this gift from somebody that they know people across the world have thought of them and done this for them, it gives them courage, it gives them hope, and it gives them the strength to carry on. So in anticipation, I'd just like to thank you on behalf of the children of Zichron Menachem. Are there any questions?
I think this program is an amazing program that gives them fun and color. It brings color into their lives.
I would consider donating my hair.
But 4 years ago, I donated hair, and I'm completely for that.
The response has been, I've been overwhelmed. We had at Torah Academy, a girl got up on the spot and she said, I want you to cut my hair off. And I said to her, I said, don't you want to think about it a little bit? Because usually the girls grow their hair for months and they psych themselves up a bit. She said, no. She said, I want to do it now. So they gave me scissors. I mean, I'm not a hairdresser and I'm busy cutting through this hair. And I was just overwhelmed. And she said to me, no. She said, Hashem put me in this world to make a difference. And I cut off this ponytail, and I turned to thank her, and she just gave me a huge hug, and she said, thank you for giving me the opportunity to make a difference.
מה שרציתי להגיד בסך הכל זה שכמו שזיכרון מנחם עזרו לי, הייתי רוצה שהם יוכלו לעזור לעוד ילדים.
Love is an intense feeling of deep affection. And in our last chapter of Kabbalah Love with Rabbi Zevi Wineberg, we explore the subtle differences between conditional and unconditional love.
Welcome back to the last segment of my book, Kabbalah Love. We're discussing Chapter 6, Unconditional Love. Conditional love means I love you for something that you can give me. Unconditional love means I love you because I love you, even if it will cost me. For example, our sages teach us an example of unconditional love is the love between Jonathan and David, later King David. Now, Jonathan's father, Saul, suspected that the next king would be David, and therefore wanted to kill him. In fact, he wanted that Jonathan should be the next king, his son. And it was Jonathan who saved David's life. Here we see what unconditional love means. I am saving your life, even though it's costing me the kingdom, because I love you. Conditional love, on the other hand, means there's something that I want from you. One of the things that attracts men to women, which will be no surprise to you, is beauty. And one of the things that attracts women to men, which might also not be a surprise, is money. But if we love each other for something, say beauty, will you still love the person if they're ugly? And if you love someone when the person is rich, will you still love them when they are poor? So in order to gain unconditional love, we need to make a commitment that the reason we're loving someone is not because I have something to gain from it. Unconditional love means as a mother loves her little baby. The baby can give nothing to the mother, but the mother realizes that this is my child. I love this child as I love me. That is the definition of unconditional love. It's not what you have, it's who you are. And once we make this decision to love someone unconditionally, this is what gives us happiness. Because believe it or not, when we love, it releases serotonin in our bloodstream. It is a drug. It only gets stronger with time. And that's why when you look at couples who love each other unconditionally, even though they may have been married for 50, 60, 70 years, the love, the spark, the magic is still there. Often in our society, we've become so materialistic that the reason we love people is not for them, but for something they have. And therefore, such love, as our sages teach, when the condition goes, the love goes. On the other hand, if you love someone because you believe this person is the other half of my soul, this person is my child, or simply because, like Jonathan to David, this person is my friend, and I want to love them unconditionally, such love will never dissipate. It will only get stronger. On a practical note, the following simple 3 steps, daily steps, is a way of expressing that love, of creating a stronger bond, true love, true happiness, and true meaning in your life. Number 1, every day, think a positive thought about the person you have chosen to love unconditionally. Number 2, every day say something nice. For example, call up the person and say, I just want you to know I'm thinking about you. And number 3, every day, do something nice. If it's for your wife, even if it's just buying some flowers. Why are flowers so important to women? Because it says that you took a little bit of time that you could have used selfishly and you thought about me. You were a little bit selfless. I mean something to you. Thank you so much for watching the series on Kabbalah Love. I really hope that your life has more meaning, more happiness, and most importantly, we've given you tools to create deeper, more meaningful, and more lasting relationships.
And that's our show for this week. Thank you so much for joining us. If you've missed any previous episodes, you can find them on our website at www.spiritsister.co.za. And we do welcome all your comments and suggestions, so find us on Facebook at Spirit Sister Productions. As always, from me, Nikki, and the team, shalom and have a safe and peaceful week.